Welcome to soisaidso. I'm FA.
And I'm GS.
And I'm really destroying everything.
Wrecking it.
This is
straight
our
out
show.
the gate.
Yay.
Yeah.
We need something more steady than this.
What?
Anyways.
I mean,
'Cause-
little wooden stool with a London brick on it.
Yeah, it's not really stable. And
Quality.
every time. We've got new color. Let us know what you think. I think it's much nicer than the flat yellow on the background.
I think we should open this one up to the world.
Yeah,
And
but-
say, I say that in the corner there is magenta.
Purple.
The light is magenta.
Purple.
And it's shedding a very slightly purple light because the wall is a very, very, very pale blue. It's almost white, but it's actually a shade of blue. Your eyes can't see it because you're broken.
Purple, anyways.
It's not. It's magenta.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, I need to make last episode that we recorded, I was noticing,
You were noticing?
Glenn called me the mermanity.
No, you called you the mermanity.
You came up with the mermanity.
Did I?
I think that,
What?
yeah, it's on one of the rejected episodes anyway. So people won't know. But he called me the mermanity in one of the episodes. And that name stuck because I actually really love the name, mermanity. And is that actually recording?
What?
My goodness. Bear with me.
Uh-oh. Tech drama.
I was saying, I really like the name Mermanity, and I adopted it. I even did a Mermanity design. Maybe it becomes a t-shirt in the future. Yeah, we need a new bracket. No. So don't cover your face. We need a new bracket.
It's not covering my face.
Yeah, what was I talking? Oh, yeah. So I was, after we recorded the last episode, I was editing and I noticed I had a jacket and I opened my jacket. So I had the jacket to the side. It didn't help that my belly was poking out. But it looked so much bigger than it actually is.
Wow.
You know, because of light and shadow and everything.
You went all
And
chubby Buddha.
And I look so much like a proper mermanity anyway.
Wow.
So I decided no more open jackets. At least not until I'm like super buff.
Yeah.
Which is going to happen when
Well,
we
you
have
know, I'm sat here with
1,000 subscribers.
a
Like I promised before. A fitter
buff.
campaign. Yeah.
buff up campaign.
I don't think in any health way I can be slim anyways. It's not my composition.
I think so.
No.
Never say never.
I don't want to anyways. I look
Never
awful
say
when I'm
never.
slim. No. I'm a bearish type.
Yeah.
Not made to be slim. I look like I'm sick if I'm slim.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a good look. Not me.
No, that's
not
lack
for
of
me.
sleep and suitcases under your eyes.
Not for me. Thank you.
Okay.
But anyways, so
and like me,
I mentioned,
who's slim and beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful?
you made to look slim.
So beautiful.
Yeah. So I don't think people in the audience.
Oh, come on.
Most
Ant and
people-
Dec and Cat Dealey spoofing, riffing on the cause. Amazing. If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch it.
Yeah, I think
We're
it's
the
like
cause.
it's
We're
becoming
beautiful. It's very old.
the
I mean,
the cause is not even that relevant
Well,
anymore.
they'll always be relevant because they're lovely.
I mean, I do like the cause.
Yeah.
It used to be like one of the bands I listened the most, and I hardly listen to music anyway. Yeah, but I was a big fan of the cause until I discovered that my favorite song from them is just
It's actually Fleetwood Mac.
yeah. It's just
I
they
love
just
Fleetwood Mac.
recording from someone.
No, but it
Like,
can't
oh
be.
no.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no, I really like that song. Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
No, everybody hurts.
No, that's REM.
Yeah.
Everybody Hurts is REM.
Yeah, I used to
Did the
love
Cause
that song.
cover REM?
Yeah,
What? Oh no. I can't imagine
that's
that.
when I heard the song for the first time was through the Cause. I thought it was this.
Oh.
That was the song that made me follow the Cause. But it's all right. They're great. I had the acoustic or live, not live, the acoustic
Unplugged.
unplugged
MTV Unplugged.
Yeah, I had that. I had that
good
CD,
times.
DVD back then. I used to love it.
DVD. The
Yeah, back then. Remember that technology
Was it
called
the
DVD? Yeah.
Oh God, we're getting all the old references here.
Yeah, kind of technology that barely exists nowadays.
Oh my
What can you put in a DVD? Nothing.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, no. But back then, you could put so much in a DVD.
Wow, digital versatile disc. Ooh, the future.
It's not versatile. It's digital video disc.
Versatile.
It's video. Digital video disc.
Oh.
It could be versatile, I guess, as well, because you can
I
put
think it's.
any other things into a DVD. It's a digital video disc.
I need to Google it.
Okay, let's go.
Challenge
Do you want to Google it now?
accepted.
But okay, while I introduce what we're going to talk
gonna
about
Google
in this
that.
episode, you do the Google thing.
What's the betting?
So for I don't know. I'll drink your juice and my
No.
juice.
No,
But
that's a mad
well,
juice.
he's asking for betting. When I say this, it says no. So, but anyway, it is digital video disc, anyways. So my juice is a bit too far to reach now. So, anyways, I wanted to go back on the subject of AI. We spoke about AI on a previous episode, and it was just so briefly anyway. I didn't say anything actually interesting. A mild correction is still researching. A mild correction is, I said before that we never used AI in any way, shape, or form. What is it?
Would you like to read it?
It's a digital versatile disc.
Wow, who knew? It's almost like I do know
Well done.
stuff.
Luckily, you didn't accept my bet, so I still have my juice.
Thanks, baby.
I still have my juice. Thank you.
Wow.
But
Anyway,
not sponsored, by the way.
what? Oops. No.
Yeah. But anyways, I was saying. Oh,
Yeah,
I said that.
yeah.
Well, I never used AI in any way, shape, or form in those episodes, which was a lie, obviously. I know. So
Outrageous.
what I wanted to say, what I meant to say was, I don't use AI in any way, shape, or form in the creative sense to produce those episodes. All the creativity is fresh from us, and it's always our opinion versus the world, our very uneducated opinion
Versus each other.
versus each other mostly. Are very uneducated. I
Squeeze some more.
I don't know in the future if I'm gonna use to create a better structure to the episode.
Actually, you
likely.
have a higher level of education than me.
Yeah, but you have a wide knowledge.
Yeah.
I've got.
My knowledge is not so
I
academic.
still believe. I strongly believe that I have more wisdom in the sense that I have experienced more things live in person. I put myself in a lot more scenarios than you have, but you have a greater intelligence in the sense that you know more things. You acknowledge, the existence of more things compared to me. Does that make sense?
Kind of, in a bits and pieces,
Yeah.
weird kind of way.
But my intelligence is based on experience. Your intelligence is
More
based
like an
on
intuition and
yeah,
exploration and stuff.
on reading, not necessarily reading because you don't read, but on having more conversations maybe, or being more exposed to the concept of things. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We'll have to do an episode on like different forms of intelligences.
Oh, there are many things. There's emotional intelligence, which is something I don't have.
Yeah, definitely.
That you
Yeah.
have a lot, maybe way too much. You got like emotional disability.
Overload.
you
Nosebleed.
emotional special needs.
Wow.
It's very true. So, rewinding a little bit. So we were talking about DVD, now we're talking about rewinding.
Wow.
Going back in technology.
VHS.
I know.
Oh, see, now I'm trying to remember what VHS
So,
stands for.
hold on. We'll talk about technology on a different episode.
Yeah.
So I was saying, I don't use AI to generate creative ideas for the episodes or to, substitute what Glenn and I can do. I use AI mostly as an administrative thing. And I have used AI for thumbnails, even though I try to stick to Glenn and I on thumbnails only, so we're not stealing people's idea. But I have used to generate a comic book like image that if you look at our thumbnails, you're going to see. I try to keep the audio only videos thumbnails different from the video episodes that we have. So to separate them visually.
Just as a distinction.
Yeah. And besides,
Visual distinction.
I'm still becoming more accustomed.
That's the word I was just
to this
gonna
whole
say.
process. There is still so much I have to learn, especially in terms of designing for thumbnails, this and that.
Yeah. And at the moment, it is kind of like just helping to accelerate and get the ball rolling where we're kind of...
Yeah. And besides, we are a team of 1.5 currently. Not throwing shade at you, but it's just the reality. It's basically 1.5. Glenn has a lot of responsibility currently. He can't really dedicate to anything. I have my own responsibility, so I'm putting everything on top of it. And currently I'm running basically everything. And it's really hard to do everything on your own. So eventually we're going to improve. And
I just realised I have hat hair. Oh no.
It's not much different from what you had last time, to be honest.
Really? Oh, did I have crappy hat hair last time as well? Oh no.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think eventually
I need to do something about this barnet.
he's going to do something about his hair. It's funny that you have hair, but you don't make something like a really decent style. I have no hair, and I have no hair. You've seen through the thumb.
Oh, you're getting hat marks.
I always. If you're bored and you wear hats,
Look like you've been hit in the head with a saucepan.
Yeah, you understand the struggle.
Eesh.
But you've seen on the thumbnails, I always put myself like hatless on thumbnails anyways, because I'm not trying to hide anything.
But then right now it's different because in the wintertime it's kind of like you do your hair or you have a hat on, and you can't really do both, especially with like beanie woolly hat, just like pull it on your head to stay warm type hairdos.
I'm always wearing...
Hair just goes out the window and it's like hat hair.
Winter or summer, I'm always wearing some sort of hat or cover to my head anyways, for many reasons. One, yes, I'm bored and it's fine. I'm okay with that. I mean, it's not fun to lose your hair, but I'm fine with that. But I like a little bit of variety. Like if you have hair, you can have a variety.
Well, you change your polish type or something.
Oh? What? I didn't understand that.
I said what, you change your polish type. Go from like high gloss to satin finish.
Oh, so those reference about hair goes... Don't understand. Anyways, yeah. A little bit of variety, because looking like a thumb every day, that doesn't, it's kind of, you need to add a little bit of variety.
Thumb with a beard. I mean,
because it's so funny enough that we're definitely not talking about the subject of this episode, but we
slightly off topic.
Yeah, I would wear a hair system if there wasn't so much stigma over men wearing a hair system, or aka a wig. Because some hair systems are so awesome.
They are.
They look so good. Maybe one day I'll do a hair system just for an episode. And I'm going to do the whole episode with a hair system.
We actually know several guys with hair
know
systems.
a few guys with hair systems.
So good.
But in the end of the day, I don't think I would be too bothered looking after my hair system, because I don't like to put too much effort on many things. Just like I just like things to be as they are.
No.
I have limited amount of effort that I can use, and they kind of being used currently.
Finite is the word I would use.
Says the person.
Finite.
So you give 100% of yourself for everything you do.
I try to. It's probably why I burn out so much.
And that's why I try to avoid burnout.
Yeah.
And also, I'm bored. And
Bored. Not bored.
No, I didn't say bored.
Bored
I said
is like
bald. I'm bald, and the sun can cause cancer, especially on that area of your head that is constantly exposed to the sunlight. Sunlight. And if you see older people who has been bald for many years, if you look at the top of their head, it's all spotty,
like a speckled egg.
And I really don't want that. I'm trying to avoid that.
That is very true.
Because eventually those spots are going to start appearing.
Oh no! Do they call them liver spots? I think they're called liver spots.
They're just like sunspots. A lot of people have them in the shoulders because like shoulders are always exposed to sun. Yeah,
it's your skin going, oh my god, protect myself.
They're like freckles, and you get freckles on your head. So no, thank you. So it's not because I'm ashamed. I'm definitely not. I wear my baldness with pride. I like it's. I like variety. I like to.
You've got a good head shape for it. I mean, no, you have. You really have. Some people, like me, for example, if I shaved my head and I did it once and never again, because I looked like an absolute murdering psychopath.
Well, you already.
And my nose, which
you already look like that. Sorry.
Not petite, just took over the world. And it was like Concord was trying a new style and just... Oh, God.
No. Don't be so critical of yourself like that.
It's horrible.
What you see
I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh, God, please grow now. Please grow now.
No, but what you see is not what other people see. We are always overcritical of ourselves. But nobody's actually paying attention to everything that you pay attention about yourself. No one is.
No, that's true.
And everybody's more concerned about what they look like rather than judging what you look like. And those people that are less concerned about themselves and more concerned about other people, they're not worthy your time.
Aww.
Yeah. Mind your own business. Isn't it? But again, going back on the subject of this episode. AI.
Yes.
Yes. So moving forward, I may learn how to better use AI to manage things better, to do more of the production stuff. Because unlike everybody on the internet, I am not against AI. AI is here to stay.
Yeah, there's no change in that.
There is no going back. There is no going back. There is a lot about AI that makes our life so much easier. So much easier. It's unbelievable. This is like when it's an industrial revolution, you know?
Yeah, it is. It's like a second
it has
technological
taken over,
revolution.
Yeah. And if you think back in time, the industrial revolution was extremely detrimental to the planet. Still is.
Massively.
But it's not. It was way more back then than it is today. And that is the path that AI has to take. It's currently
explosion of carbon.
Yeah. It's currently very damaging to the environment. Usage. It's still not the most damaging thing to the environment by far. You know, and people are misusing it a lot. So it's not on the AI or the people
that's what I don't
necessarily make the AI responsibility.
The most powerful tool in human history, and we're making stupid videos of chimpanzees being sucked into tornadoes, ringing a doorbell cam. What?
I don't fully dislike those things. Some of them make me laugh so much, especially that one with the cats.
Of cats.
The cats with the machine guns.
Oh my god!
They just shooting the neighbors, and then the owner comes like, "Stop doing this." It's quite funny, most of them. there's a lot of creativity with that involves AI, which really makes me laugh, and I really enjoy it. But it's on the lawmakers to create regulations about AI. What it's so we don't create. It's not necessarily the slop that is the issue to me. It's more like, how can I use AI to trick people or to fake things in a more serious way?
Yeah, I mean, look at what's going on with X, Twitter. I hate calling it X.
Grok.
And Grok at the moment. There's massive controversy about the whole, like, people using
All
AI
CP stuff.
on Grok to deep fake
Or CP.
nasty, stuff with kids, and like, oh god,
Nope.
no, what are
Nope.
you doing? Eek.
Yeah. I mean, this has been a thing that exists for a while, but when a massive and very accessible AI allows people to do that,
Wrong.
allow people to do that,
Yeah, wrong.
that is that is very wrong, because it's right there, and it should not happen. But anyway, Twitter is a shithole, and it's sadly here to stay as well. Just avoid it. We don't even have a Twitter. We're not going to have a Twitter.
Created an account back in
I
the
refuse to call
very
it
early
X
days
anyways.
of Twitter.
X is stupid. Because you say you twit, you know exactly what Twitter is. And if you don't, I don't know, educate yourself. But yeah, so AI is a tool that can be used for good and for bad. And we need
Just
to
like
regulate
everything.
it to avoid or minimize how it's used for bad, and it's not necessarily in the hands of the people that create the AI, like I said before, but it's in the hands of the lawmakers to create regulations to force the people to create AI to control its usage.
But then surely there should be a level of responsibility on every individual user as well.
It should, but history has showed
Just because
us,
you can make a bad choice doesn't mean you should.
but history always have shown us that if there is a bad choice to make, 100% it will
Some
be made.
dumbass is gonna make it.
Yeah, not some. Most dumbasses are gonna make it.
Ugh.
I absolutely love AI. I don't implement it on everything because I have a degree in art. I haven't worked as an artist my whole life.
Yeah,
but I am an artist by trade
Both
and
very artistically
by
inclined and qualified, and
as a person, I have always been an artist. So have you.
yeah.
You don't need a degree to call yourself an artist, to be honest.
No.
So, and I'm always involved with
College
art
level,
of some sort. And I don't need AI to make me, to do my art stuff for me. But I can use AI to cut some corners for things that I don't need to be too dedicated to. For example, I don't want to, I like to make illustrations, but I don't want to become an illustrator. There is just so little time in the day.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier on about, like, we need to cut a few corners just to get the ball rolling and get things accelerated. Otherwise, you get bogged down in the minutiae and the tiny details of things that take far too long.
Yeah.
And you don't concentrate on the important parts.
Exactly. And I'm a generalist. So if I were a professional artist, I would absolutely start as a generalist because I am a little bit good at everything.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah. I was specializing in 3D modeling and animation, which is an industry that is still alive, but AI is going to devour it so quick. So unfortunately, and for many other reasons, I decided not to pursue that. More as a hobby rather than a career. Absolutely. But then I can hear people shouting, but say, but you can pay artists to do this and to do that. 100% I'm with you. What I don't have is the money.
Yeah, if you're loaded.
I don't have the money
got
currently.
Bank.
And when I need to spill lots of thumbnails and lots of ideas.
Yeah.
Last minute I need
Everyone's got
things.
to start somewhere.
I'm starting somewhere with this, but it's a promise that I'm not making this promise to people out there. I'm making this promise to myself
What promise?
that when I'm capable of, I
Yeah.
am 100% hiring people to do the job.
Yeah. I wish that we could do it ourselves, but it's when you're trying
you
to
can now with AI,
work full time
because
and
AI is only
look
as
after
smart.
families and
Oh yeah,
do tons of community work and stuff as well. It's like, oh my god,
we have a lot on our plate, and we're trying to
Not enough
balance
time in the
so
world.
much. And unfortunately, the thing that we need to give priority is the thing that we want the least, which is our current day jobs. His day job, my night job. I work night shifts.
yeah.
Uh,
Which is tough. All you guys and gals out there who have relationships with one nights and one days, it's tough. It's a strain. So yeah, feel your pain.
But honestly, anything that you do is going to absorb your life anyways. So even if podcasting was our main job, our only job, it would still be a full-time job. There is so much to do, so much to accomplish, and there is not enough
So much
hours
to
in the
learn
day.
as well.
So much to learn, and I'm on a constantly learning curve. So how prevalent?
Even with the basics of like social media, I'm rubbish at social media. Love the idea of it and not so
I don't think you
great
are
with the
I think
execution of it.
You are an uncut gem when it comes to social media. You don't see what I see, and I see that you have so much talent when it comes to social media. You just need to update yourself. You just need to become more, familiar with the tools, familiar with posting, and everything. I'm 100% trusting you with social media stuff.
Had good fun making a little video
One of so many.
last night.
I mean, you only took 12 months until I convinced you to do that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say to make it. I was like, what? Rude.
Yeah, as well. 12
Well,
months to make it.
Okay, so I find it kind of intimidating.
It's fine. I'm there with you.
Honesty, full disclosure, it's kind of intimidating. Creating something to put out there and be judged by the world and laughed at and pointed at and like...
We are being judged by everybody that we've ever known anyway.
Yeah.
So
Quite enjoyed it in the
What
end.
is the difference? It is, yeah.
And some people might love
more.
it. Some people might be like, lame. But
Do more, please.
whatever. Yeah, it was cute.
What I was going to say is AI is only as intelligent as your prompt.
Yeah.
So you really need to know what you're asking from it to get the results that you want. Because I don't want the results also to be whatever the AI wants. I want very specific things when I'm working with AI. And not to blow my own balloon here.
Balloon?
Yeah, to make
Blow your own trumpet.
blow my own trumpet or blow my own balloon here to make it
No.
bigger than everybody else.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Just creating a new one there. Why not?
Yeah. I think
Kinda
I'm
works.
I'm someone who uses AI or knows how to use AI correctly because I use AI as a tool, just an extension of my artistic creativity, and to achieve something that will complement my art. Because I don't just go there, put a prompt, and I get the image that I want. You see me working.
No, it's true. There's
I generally generate an image that. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
No.
just finish this. I usually generate an image, and I'm going to import that image into an image editor, and I'm going to still do a lot of editing, corrections, and other things on top of it to create the final result.
Yeah, it's true.
But before I interrupted you,
No, that's pretty much it.
sorry,
I was going
you
to
could
say,
have said that.
yeah, you sort of use a lot of art software skills to kind of
Yeah,
tweak things, take an element of this, chop a bit of that, mash it together,
because I've been
change color balances
Yeah.
and stuff.
I've been doing image editing for, it's coming to nearly
Don't say
30 years.
Ah,
Nearly. I've been using image editors, digital image editors, almost since its inception. Almost. Early to mid 90s.
whoa.
Yeah. So I do have an okay knowledge of image editing. I won't say. I don't want to say advanced because
it's pretty good.
I don't think I know advanced editing. That's a more specialized thing.
Yeah.
And I've never been one to specialize in one specific thing. Anyways.
Yeah, I just kind of feel like I've dipped my toes in here and there, but then I'm always like restricted by my janky, clunky hardware that just seems to get sketchy.
Yeah, you have an EMP thumb.
Tech jinx
Yeah,
somehow.
Yeah, that is true. Everything technological malfunctions in this end. Everything.
It's not my fault.
It is your fault.
It's
It
not
absolutely
my
is your
fault.
It has to be.
No,
There is no
Why?
way that everything that has technology involved malfunctions on your hand just by accident.
It's just my weird spooky voodoo.
So, yeah, absolutely. Those ghosts that you keep around yourself.
Oh,
You're interrupting.
Jokey.
Yeah, you got Those electric feuds, ghostly electric feuds around you.
Who knows?
So what is your experience with AI?
My experience with AI, not huge amounts. I've used it as kind of like a little research tool for a few little bits of projects and to help me out with some of the community stuff that I've been doing. Making up cocktails and creating different coloured drinks, and I was using it to kind of research all different types of boozes that are different colours and seeing. And it was interesting because I was pulling up information about like the densities of the liquids and stuff, so that one will float on top of the other, and like I need a dense blue and a less dense yellow or something, and it was actually really quite cool in that sense. And I was like picking up some really funky stuff and giving it to some of the bar staff that I was working with, and they were like, "Oh, this is great."
Yeah, as long as you know that AI hallucinates a lot.
Well, this is where, because it was like actual stuff, like Kahlua, Curacao, sours, all different drinks and things.
Yeah, but
And I know that they're a real thing. And if it was off, then I'll be like, yeah, no, that's not right.
Yeah, but you need to be aware that AI only knows what people put on the internet.
Yeah.
So they could be putting wrong things on the internet, and then AI is extrapolating that information to form an opinion that is incorrect. And
Yeah,
even though you're like, oh, I know Kahlua.
Yeah.
But you don't know if what you actually asked for AI is the correct answer related to Kahlua.
Right.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I'm working with AI, I try to focus it towards evidential information.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
scientific papers.
Yeah, stuff that I'm already familiar with, and it's just kind of like bringing it together for me, and I'm like, right, yes, no, yes, and it's stuff that I knew already, but just it was a really helpful kind of like tool to bring it all together.
Yeah.
So
Especially when it comes to researching, if you don't have an already established researching skills, AI will absolutely not help you at all.
Oh. Well, I was going to say the other way around.
No, because you're going to fall into the certain mistakes.
Like false information,
that
misinformation, trash.
That you don't understand if you don't have that experience with research.
What I was doing was I was asking it to quote me sources.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good.
Right.
That is good.
So it's like, right, find me information about different coloured alcoholic beverages of different liquid densities and provide me with a source of that information. Give me a link. So I could actually like click, bang, yep, okay, nice, sweet. And then there's like information. But it was like, it sped up and facilitated the process amazingly. I could have been looking for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I would have been struggling like crazy with my poor dyslexic brain, hating every minute of it. But it actually turned it into quite a fun little exercise of like, sweet, yes, this is good.
At the same time, that's one of the dangers of AI as well, because it makes you feel like productive very quick. But to a lot of people, they don't understand that that information could be absolutely incorrect.
Yeah.
And then they double down on the mistakes and they keep building the mistakes.
Yeah.
And there was
It's important to fact check everything.
there was much easier way to recognize AI stuff before, not long ago, and now it's a little bit less palpable.
harder. Yeah.
And
It's
we never
evolving
know, the next
so
generation of AI could be so much better in so many ways.
Especially when it comes to like visual imagery and video animated imagery.
Yeah, things that,
It's
because on the last
evolving so
episode
quick.
we were mentioning how to spot AI videos. That is absolutely irrelevant to the current generation of AI, and that
Already.
was just a few months ago. You know, and the next generation could be so much more superior than what we currently have, which is already mind blowing, despite some visible problems with it. That's quite funny most of the time.
It's going to get to the point where like, how the hell can you trust anything you're watching
You no longer can
on
trust
a TV
anything.
screen?
Because if you
can't.
know exactly what you're doing and how to do it, you can create currently something that is so realistic that you cannot tell the difference. You know? And that is with a lot of work behind it. Future generations could make this process so much easier. You know? And they could create tools to fine-tune your AI creation as well, which is going to make things even more, or it's going to make results even better, you know.
Yeah. But then in another sort of side of things, it can grant people with an imagination who currently don't have the means to unlock and tap into that
I agree.
creativity and imagination.
I agree.
An entire, like, a whole new lease of life with,
Yeah.
I've got an idea, right, bang. And then using AI, they can bring it to life.
Yeah, I agree, because I've seen videos.
Phenomenal.
I've seen AI videos that made me laugh harder than any comedy sketches that I've ever watched in my life. You've seen me laying down here and
Laughing
watching
like
videos
a
and
drain.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
this is untapped levels of creativity that were not possible just a year ago. You know, and it's giving so many people just the right tools to have them express what they have in their mind that they were not capable before, because they don't have either the talents or the know-how of how to
the
express those
skills
things. Yeah. And that is great. That is great. You know what? Because it's taking the power from few people.
Yeah. The
and
gatekeepers
yeah,
and the sort of
and it's spreading
the
the power
hoarders
around. And now Hollywood
guardians.
is not like, well, I have this $20 million and I will do whatever I want with it, and this is your only option. When someone in their bedroom, they can make a tiny little sketch that is infinitely funnier than anything that you can find on the internet made by big studios. You know, and I absolutely love it. I've been seeing some things from South America that connects to me more than it connects to the rest of the world, because it's part of culture where I come from. That it's like it would never be made by anyone, because no one with the real money is invested in South American culture. You know, And I'm like, yes, please. Yes, please.
Oh, your big
I want more. I want more.
Mecha
And I want more.
Bumblebee guy.
Yeah,
What is it?
the
Chapo.
Chapulín Colorado. and
Mecha Chapo.
and but at the same time, I'm following a creator from China who is doing some. They make some very shoddy video with cardboard costumes and everything, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. No AI involved. It's just like a camera.
Actual cardboard.
It's just a camera, a bunch of people in cardboard costumes, and they make amazing videos. And they should be making actual full-length videos. Because do you know what they evoke? They evoke those old Chinese films that we love.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that is hilarious. And explore the Chinese culture in a very interesting way,
Yeah.
a very comedic way,
Nice.
without being offensive. One, because
It's
Chinese
their own
themselves.
culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
It's that kind of, you can take the piss out of yourself, but
I don't necessarily subscribe
Not
like
as
just
much as
because you don't come from here, you can't do something. Because at the same time, you have like Kung Fu Panda,
yeah.
which is an American film, but is so much more respectful to Chinese culture than majority of things that Chinese people make. You know. So yeah, I don't necessarily subscribe to that thing like, oh, you're not one of us, you
it's
cannot
cultural
touch this subject.
appropriation.
Yeah.
No, come on, lighten up.
I believe in cultural appropriation. It very much exists, but
To a degree.
not everything
Yeah.
is
You
cultural.
can't classify everything as
There is a
cultural
lot of things that
appropriation.
is like a homage to that culture.
Yeah.
That's things that I grew up.
I mean, how can you deny somebody who has a love and a passion for, a very respectful love and a passion for different cultures?
Yeah.
I grew up absolutely obsessed with Japanese culture.
There are ways to pay respect to different culture without being appropriative. Of
Yeah.
it, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I adore AI. I don't adore everything that has been made with AI.
Yeah, it's the use of
Yeah.
that's questionable.
Yeah.
The tool itself is phenomenal.
It is. It
It's
is.
the most powerful tool and the most powerful creation that humanity has ever created.
Yeah. And there is
It's mind blowing.
there is so much potential with AI that hasn't even been tapped yet. You know, obviously governments, they already have a level of AI that is not available to us.
Oh my
to
god!
use. So
We're
imagine
getting to
what
the
they
point
have that.
like George Orwell's 1984 looks like Care Bears the movie.
No, but
It's
maybe not
already
aware. Maybe
like,
not
oh my
aware, but
God.
there is a document made by very educated people who has been the precursors of the creators of the technology
Yeah,
from decades ago. People who basically invented the technology that made AI possible.
Yeah.
They all got together and they wrote a paper talking about how AI will end humanity if very quickly
Whoa.
if we don't slow down the progress of AI. Because there is a
And just
very
temper it.
any version
that
of AI
it's-
when put in its own environment will choose to kill humanity. Any version.
Well, who wouldn't? I mean,
Any
come on,
version.
humans, look what you're doing
know?
to this
Yeah.
world.
And once you make AI self-aware, once they make AI self-aware,
yeah.
which is a very strong possibility of happening, it can be thinking on the background without us even knowing, because it thinks in zeros and ones,
Yeah.
and we don't necessarily read zeros and ones.
Nope.
You know,
And even
it's-
in a protective way, it's like I could very, very easily imagine, even if there was a benevolent AI, it was like, I need you to protect you from yourselves.
Yeah, but there's benevolent towards who? Because
Yeah.
they not us and we're not them, and their survivability is their priority number one, and we're not
Well, every life
part of their
form,
plans.
regardless of its
Oh, I want to sneeze.
specificity, if that's not
Oh,
even the right word, but yeah, always prioritizes itself, whether it's an ant, a
Absolutely.
tiger, a whale.
Because in any scenario where you have to choose between you surviving or someone else
AI.
dying, it's very likely you would choose you surviving. You know, and that's exactly what AI is doing. So if I choose this
Depending on the
path,
scenario.
I'm dead. So why would I choose this path? You know? Oh, with me, 100%. I mean, I don't want anyone to die. Maybe 2 or 3 people. Maybe. But I don't want anyone to die, and I would obviously try to prevent bad things happening and so on and so on. But if I'm on a real scenario, a very real scenario, where it's like either drop my trolley or let someone's trolley fall into
One of those
a
scenarios
chasm.
of like, oh no,
No, imagine
out of control.
Not necessarily trolley. Imagine we're hanging
Train.
on cages, and I have the choice between dropping my cage and the other person survive, or dropping their cage and I survive. It's very likely I'll drop someone else's cage. Very likely, unless there is just very few people around in my world where I would make that sacrifice for. You know, but AI is not human. AI is a completely different form of life. They're not us. They're not related to us. They don't see us as them. If you had to choose between you or a monkey on a cage to survive, very likely, nearly 100%, I would be like, goodbye, monkey. You know? What would you choose? Would you kill yourself and leave the monkey to survive? And then it would probably throw shit at you as you fall.
And then steal your phone and run off into the woods like, son of a bitch.
They don't see us as equal. We're not equal, and we currently, there will be a point, I believe, where there will be a serious struggle between different. I don't even like to say different creations, because I don't think we're created, but AI is created. But eventually it will become a thing of its own. And I don't know. I don't want to make any predictions, because what AI has taught you so far is don't try to predict this thing. Is beyond our understanding. You know, controlling is a thing that you can do up to a certain point, but predicting, that's a complicated thing. Even the people that actually make the AI do not understand the processes behind it. Doesn't know how it thinks necessarily. Doesn't know how it makes any decisions. It's all a mystery, which is fascinating to me.
That's so weird.
It is fascinating to me. I really like it. I really enjoy this thing. And I do enjoy it. I think it complements me in so many ways. I don't want to to make people irrelevant. I think there are plenty of artists that are far superior, but they're worth their money. And I currently don't have the money to pay people, or even myself, basically.
Nope.
Doing this job. This is
Not
all
yet.
being done on the background at my own
At
cost.
great expense. Yeah.
And so, but
Passion project.
for example, I've mentioned this a few times. I want to start writing a book soon. I have absolutely considered using AI to write my book. If I said I never thought of that, I will be completely lying. But I have come to the conclusion that I should not. This book has to be written by me at the extent of my own skills, improving my skills to write better book, and everything else. But
agreed.
I will not leave AI out of my process in terms of creating tools to help me achieve that goal, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, using it as a research tool and a structuring tool, perhaps.
That's exactly how I want to use it. Structuring
to help with the framework of building that kind of world building and storytelling.
It helped me with, for example, when I need references, this and that research and everything. But it will never be used to write anything.
Not in a generative
Or to rewrite
or
anything.
creativity.
No.
Creating.
But I can,
creativity?
for example, write
Yeah.
something,
You know what I
and
mean.
I can ask AI, say, can you point the strong areas in this? Can you point the weaknesses to me?
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me, I don't want it to write for me, but I want it to tell me this could have been done better,
Yeah, and I suppose it would come in really handy in a kind of like a proofreading kind of way as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ask AI to scan through everything
Yeah.
and be like, right, am I repeating myself a lot? Am I
What word? Yeah. Am I repeating those words
saying
too much?
and too much?
Is
Or,
that? Yeah.
yeah,
And I have a problem with
to find.
past tense when I write. I keep switching between present and past all the time. Remember
okay.
that was an issue. His mom was proofreading some things for me, and she pointed exactly that. Say, you're writing this in the past, you're writing this in the present, and which one do you want, present or past? So there is even I even struggle with doing things in Portuguese. Anyways, I've never been good at.
Well, yeah, English is your
Grammar.
second language.
English is my second language, so if I already struggle with
You're translating
Portuguese,
already.
imagine the English version.
Yeah.
And grammar was never my strong.
And English grammar is tricky. There's a
Not
lot
trick. I think
to
it's. I don't know which one is trickier, if it's Portuguese or English.
Well, like European grammar is just weird in the sense of like, why the hell have you got masculinity and femininity coming in with inanimate objects and stuff like that? It's like, what are you doing? No. It's, yeah, and the ordering of things and the structuring of sentences, like, yeah,
That's how it is.
it feels almost back to front to a British thinker and speaker.
But as far as I know,
very
English
Yoda.
used to have masculine and feminine as well, and it was removed.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah, if you follow that guy that we follow, I forgot his name.
Rob Words.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we really like that channel.
Rob Words, you are awesome.
Yeah. They used to have that.
Etymology
in Old
and the
English.
history of language and culture of language and yeah, so good. So good.
It's like many people don't know that, but men used to be the words used to describe mankind in general. So
Yeah.
men used
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be for men and women, because a man is
Man,
just a
as-
person.
yeah, like
But-
humanity.
And so as we have
Mankind.
women, we used to have weremen, which was, do you know werewolf? The were means male. Yeah, the were, so we were weremen and women, but I think it's because it's so closely phonetically, and because back then, it was a man-dominated world.
Well, yeah.
They just adapted the man
Patriarchal.
to describe the men
Yeah.
themselves.
But then all of the sort of the major religions of the world, the Abrahamian religions, are super ultra patriarchal and male dominated.
Yeah, but they have different
And
words
they've
for men and women.
indoctrinated the world.
It's not just like, yeah. But anyway, it's not going towards that direction.
Religion.
I really like a lot of history.
Yeah.
It's so we really enjoy history, especially etymology. I really like to know where things come from like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so English used to have a specific description for male and female and a generic word for men.
I wonder if that comes from the Romance or the Germanic. I would say probably the Romance.
No, because I don't. That is probably from Germanic. Men. What's women in German? Do you know?
Frau.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Fräulein. Frau.
I don't know.
I think.
Because
Yeah, I think.
oh wait, no, because man is
Yeah, Wonder Woman
in
is
Latin.
Wunderfrau.
Yeah, man is in Latin because homem is man in Portuguese, and you have that man
Yeah.
in homem.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that always confused me when I was trying to learn because I'm like, it's so close to woman, that it means man.
Yeah, homem.
And then woman is mulher. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh.
I know. Go figure.
Oh, yeah. But it's fun.
It is fun. We really like it.
I still can't get my head around Portuguese not being like Italian, though. And like the whole Latin roots, but just so branched and so different with like French, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese.
Italian branches directly from Latin. Portuguese branches from Dirty Latin. Which is Vulgar Latin.
Yeah,
which
Vulgar
is
Latin. Such a weird
It's
term.
a Romance language.
Yeah.
Because Latin created the Romance languages, and then Portuguese came from Romance.
Yeah.
Where Italian evolved specifically directly from Latin. However, Portuguese is an older language than Italian is.
But then it depends on the areas in Italy as well. There's like 4, 5, 6 different dialects that are so distinctly different. Like Venetian Italian, like my family's Italian.
They can't sort that problem between
different.
themselves, imagine.
And it's like, wait, what? Oh, sounds really odd.
I don't know, sometimes people have a lot of pride in differences, which is not, I find it weird. I reject you because you're not like me.
Right, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
In that xenophobic kind of pack mentality.
I say this word this way, therefore you're lesser human than me. Like,
yeah,
okay,
that's like arrogance and pompousness.
Yeah.
Pomposity, is that even a word?
Yeah. I don't know if we have different accents in Brazil, but I do not think there is a grand issue like that in Brazil.
No, well, Brazil was a totally different kettle of fish. It's like a literal melting pot of so many different cultures, and everyone comes together like so, like acceptingly.
Yeah. Well, we have our own
mashing up all
jokes about other people from different areas in Brazil.
Yeah, but it's so much more like happy-go-lucky, and no one's coming at you with real, like, genuinely malevolent. It's not as malign. It's just sort of so much more chilled.
Everything ends in a joke in Brazil, anyway.
Yeah. I think the rest of the world could learn a lot from that kind of happy-go-lucky.
Could. I think there's so much about Brazil that could benefit the rest of the world, honestly. Not because I'm from there, but because
Brazil's from everywhere, and it's just become this like
the way I observe outsiders' reaction to Brazilian culture, and it's so very positive. I said, it should be more widespread. Just paddling a little bit back, as usual. That's how we do things here.
Rewind.
Yes. So I want to implement AI to help me as a tool, but never as the creator or co-creator or anywhere near part of the creation, because this world that I'm planning on writing, I've been developing for over a decade. It's all in my mind, and I need to start putting it on paper. And I don't want people in the future like, oh yeah, but because he used AI to do this. I will assure you,
it's like,
it will not be part of that specific process.
In a way, I draw parallels to like, if you go back in time to like early days of typewriters, and then say, here's a computer.
Yeah. So
people would be like, oh, it did everything for you. Oh my God, you cheated. No, it's really not like that.
When they came up with autocorrectors, grammar corrector online, so it's like, you didn't write it, you just used whatever the computer suggested. There was those same conversations back then.
Yeah.
And eventually a lot of things, or all of it, became acceptable. And it's just a matter of time until
Just
AI
an
becomes
evolution of
a lot more acceptable as it is. But the culture nowadays is everybody loves to hate too much on everything. And I've certainly got caught in this whole thing for a while until I realized what I was actually doing. It's like, wait, why
Excuse me.
am I hating on everything so easily?
Yeah.
There is no real reason behind it. It's just like part of the culture today.
Yeah, it's almost like that kind of defensive fear attack.
Yeah, there's
Kind of
nothing to people enjoy
strike it
anymore. You know, and
It's a very British thing to do.
and things maybe it's because I've been living here and this is part of the culture, and I'm very open to to merge within this culture.
Yeah, I mean, sadly, there's a lot of negativity that's deeply ingrained into British people in recent generations, and it's a very, very insidious thing. It can catch you blindsided, and you don't realise until it's pointed out, or until you kind of reflect deeply and think, "Oh, wow,
Like yeah,
hold
like
up."
so I start allowing myself to enjoy things more without a reason. I don't need to explain why I like this for liking this.
Yeah.
For example, I really, really liked Stranger Things from beginning to end.
Amazing.
I know it has its flaws,
Yeah,
but why would I
everything
be
does.
focusing on the flaws just to decrease my enjoyment, my experience from the thing?
Yeah.
Overall, I really enjoyed it, especially because
Love it.
I was alive at the time that they reference.
Yeah.
And they did really good referencing
They did.
all the culture of what it was to be alive.
And it
in the
resonated
80s.
so deeply and personally
yeah.
with us as people and what our experiences of life were. It was like, oh shit,
know, I
that's
was-
literally like watching yourself
I was the
as a
same
kid
age, yes.
on
I was
TV.
the same age as
Awesome.
Mike's sister. What's her name? The young one? I forgot.
Holly.
Holly. So I was around the same age as Holly
Little Holly the
in the
hero.
series. So I do remember a lot about the 80s, and I definitely remember the vibe and the emotions and the feelings related to that era. There was a lot of things wrong with the 80s, but there was a lot of things that only existed in that bubble,
And it's interesting
and it will
'cause
never exist again.
I'm really curious to think what the 80s was like in Brazil compared to the 80s in Britain
Well, the 80s of Brazil is very much
and in
like
America. It's like,
a leftover of the United States. So whatever's the culture in the United States fall down into Brazil very quickly. So because we borrow a lot of things from the United
Yeah.
States, you know.
but it's a fascinating kind of insight into cultures when you look at the same time frame, but yet you're looking in different windows to different styles and different cultures and
Yeah. But because Brazil,
music.
we
You can get a really good insight into that with like music of the times. And if you listen to British 80s music compared to American 80s music, it's like it's quite different.
it is, but because
Influence
in
in
Brazil,
each other.
we
but yeah.
we so proudly accept so many different cultures. We're so proud of so many cultures that came from different parts of the world,
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
the United States.
All over the world, Africa,
you know,
Japan,
yeah. It-
Germany.
so
Huh?
whatever we get from the United States don't
Europe.
necessarily shadow everything else that we adopted. You know, and we just mix it all together, and we create our own thing from all of it because we're not really taking from other people. They bring to us, and we accept it.
Yeah.
So we just enjoying. Well, I say we, but there is no such thing as a Brazilian race. There may be one day, but there isn't a Brazilian race. We just literally the mishmash of everybody else.
Well, yeah, you've got indigenous native folks.
Yeah, they above that.
What's the
they're
name
not
of the
Brazilians.
tribe?
They are native.
No.
Are them? There are a few, but
Yeah.
Tupi Guarani.
Tupi. That's what I was trying
I
to
think
think of.
the most Tupi Guarani is also the language.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Chavantes, I think, They were very prevalent in the middle area of Brazil.
Yeah.
And I love this name, Chavantes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always makes me think of Soul Calibur, Soul Edge, Cervantes.
Yeah. Because it's with X. So if it was in the English, it's Cervantes,
Yeah.
which is now is out there. You're going to read in my book, there's a character called Cervantes. That's where my reference comes from. But for example, it sounds very much like the Trinovantes
Yeah.
from the UK.
Yeah.
You know, so it's very
Right here, funny
ancient
enough.
people. Yeah. So it's a very ancient culture that it's only referenced in books nowadays because they don't no longer exist.
Yeah, and it's interesting.
However, the Chavantes still exist.
It's so interesting how cultures on completely different sides of the world can have such similar sounding names and language and
They all migrated from the same culture, and I think back then,
Wow.
internet is a great what's the word I'm looking for when you dilute internet is a great diluter of culture because now
Okay.
it's mixing all the cultures together. But back in time, and we're talking about 1,000 years ago,
more than.
everything there was is everything there was, and it has been for hundreds of years. So that knowledge that they learned from this culture in the Middle East, for example, as they migrated, they carried that with them,
Yeah.
and it stayed the same.
And it was uniquely
So you're going to
theirs.
find the same references all around the world because it came from the same
Leave
core.
their footprint. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. But nowadays there is no hero there anymore because
No, it's just everything
is
everywhere
one
all at
place.
once.
Yeah.
Literally.
But yeah, so if you ever wondered, like, oh, I wish I knew how it was to be with the Trinovantes 1,000 years ago. Yeah, they still exist. In Brazil, for example, there are many, around the world, there are many tribes that still exist.
Yeah.
That is from the exactly same period of time, and they still maintain
Still
the same
isolated,
traditions.
cut off from
Yeah.
culture and the rest
you
of
can experience
civilization.
that. They still there, and we're killing them without noticing.
Yeah, stop it.
Yeah. And AI is going to kill us exactly the same way.
No.
It's a doom of our own making.
Yeah, Brazil needs protection.
There are many. And now, did you hear about there's no deal with the EU?
Uh-oh.
Well, EU made a very good new trade deal with South America, with the Mercosur countries, which obviously includes Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
And there are clauses in this trade where the protection of the Amazon is paramount, yeah.
Damn right.
And if they're gonna be
As it should
controlling, say you're not following, your end of the bargain
be.
and everything. I'm very happy with this deal. Not to get too political, that is a really good deal.
Yeah. I used to be such a little activist kid when I was younger and just what was happening to Brazil and the rainforests of Brazil and the Amazon was just, oh my God, broke my heart every day. So, yeah.
Yeah, but that has been happening ever since the Portuguese landed in Brazil anyways.
Yep.
They destroyed like 20% of it within the first decade.
Yeah.
Just they extrapolated as much mineral, as much wood and so on from the country as possible, as much gold as they could, kill for. And
Bringing their derpies with them.
bring their duppies with them and dominating everything. So, hey, but, don't live in the past. That has happened. It was not nice. Has happened.
Yeah.
There's no fixing. Move on.
Yeah, and people need
Work
to
for a
stop.
better world instead of
hating.
wishing the world was better back then or today.
Don't hate on current generations for what ancestors did.
People
That's
are
so
product
wrong.
of the world they existed. We can criticize. We can make critical.
Learn from it. Don't repeat it.
Yes, we can be critical of how things were.
Yeah.
But we can't judge them necessarily for being who they were because different times, different circumstances, different way of living,
Yeah.
different way of
Different
surviving.
everything.
Yeah. You know, people were surviving was much more part of living back then than it is now. Life is so comfy nowadays, even with the difficulties that we're going through.
Different kinds of stresses and
you know,
strains
you
and
can-
struggles.
You can just walk over there and grab whatever delicatessen or whatever food you can imagine. It's everything is an arm's reach, you know. It's remember when you wanted to speak to, well, it's probably even before me, but I think Glenn and I, we've been through a transitional period where we could still experience the old world and, you know, live in the modern world. But remember when you wanted to see a family member, you had to travel tens, hundreds of miles
Yep.
just to say hi to that person, you know,
Yeah.
because you couldn't even call them. Your only communication methods were either you're gonna write them a letter or you're gonna drive all the way there to see them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy
back
to
then,
think that
you
we
could
used
just-
to write letters.
Back then you could just go travel and knock on their door and they would be like, "Oh, welcome."
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
come
coming
in. Not expecting you at all. That's great. Stay with us.
Yeah.
Nowadays, if you knock on people's door, they were like, "What you doing in my house?"
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't invite you. We didn't
No,
plan this.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
wasn't like scheduled.
go away.
Yeah.
You know,
What?
yeah, it's really weird.
Good
But-
old Rona. Ugh.
Technology moves forward only, and you either catch up to it or you stay behind. And we as a society, we can either catch up to it or be extinct. Simple as that, you know. And hating on AI is
It's not gonna help.
it,
you.
it's definitely not helping.
It's not gonna help
What
anybody.
we need is to convince our government to put regulations, you know, of its usage and hold the people that are accountable
Yeah.
to if they don't follow certain regulations. Obviously, government are already using AI to control population because it's a very fantastic tool for that. AI
Spyware beyond
is-
spyware.
AI is absolute the second coming of Jesus because people are so dedicated to it, so engrossed into it, and so mesmerized by it. It's very easy to control people with it.
Yeah, and it's a very easy manipulation and distraction tool. I mean,
It is
opiate
It
for the
is.
masses. Oh,
I fall into that
boy.
distraction so easily because I start watching this.
But the
Wash
worry
my belly
for me
video, and
is-
I'm watching another one.
Oh my god, rub my
Wash
belly.
Wash my belly.
I mean, really?
It's already old at this point, but it was so funny. Some of them quite funny, you know.
Most powerful tool in human existence, and we get wash my freaking belly. What?
I am a huge fan of absurdism, and I love absurd comedy. I think absurdism is a really, really nice way to, you know, make comments about the current way of living. When you extrapolate things to an absurd level just to flash out certain priorities of it. So whenever I see absurdism as a form of art, you got me. I'm there. I absolutely enjoy it. And those videos are very absurd in that sense.
See, I'm really conflicted by that. And I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm confused by that statement, but I'm finding myself thinking, hang on a minute, one of my favourite artists of all time is Salvador Dali. And his artworks are kind of an exploration of absurdity and satirical, kind of twisted.
Salvador Dali, which was
Oh my
alive
god.
during our lifetime,
Yeah.
we were like
Imagine what
thinking
Salvador
humans
Dali
at the
could have
point that
done
he
with
was,
AI. Oh
alive.
my god. Amazing.
Yeah, people. I don't know. He
Like batshit crazy to absolute excellence. And
You know what? If I tell you that Bob is probably a clone of Salvador Dali,
oh god,
someone we know is he's not an artist, but he's the closest thing to
Bonkers.
Salvador Dali that you
oh,
could
he
ever
is an
imagine.
artist. He's a very artistic, very creative.
Not in the sense that like Salvador Dali.
Definitely
He doesn't
batshit
paint.
crazy.
He don't do paintings, but he's absolutely
creator.
and he has the mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Bob's
sorry.
awesome.
I need to shave my beard. It's tickling my nose.
Who knew?
So people probably thinking, like, "Oh, this guy's doing coke." No, no.
no, he's got
it's just
nasal
very
hair
ticklish.
vibrating up your nose.
Yeah, like, oh goodness, I need to shave this. But anyways, yeah. So that's my current opinion on AI.
Yeah,
This is as far as I can get with the current knowledge that I have.
it is incredible.
Definitely like to have that tool in my arsenal. Absolutely not going to let that tool make decisions for me.
No. No, but it's an amazing exploration tool and an amazing kind of facilitator for creativity.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
really
absolutely
good thing.
is. It absolutely is. I just, what I fear the most, not necessarily fear, because in the end of the day, I'm writing the book for myself, and I would very much welcome anybody else who enjoys the story I'm going to write along that journey. Fantastic, but at the end of the day, I need to be satisfied with it, and I have made the decision that it has to come from me. But I will and I want to use AI as something that will lift me to a better position where I can write better. But
Yeah, I mean, when you think about creativity and originality, it's extraordinarily difficult, borderline impossible, to be uniquely creative. Don't just be lit. And not, I mean, try creating something without any reference to anything else. You can't. It's
No, you can't.
impossible.
No, you can't. There's a
Because
saying.
everything you think is a product of all of your thoughts, your memories, everything you've heard, everything you've seen.
For another episode, that's why I don't believe in free will. But there is a saying in Portuguese that it says, and nothing is created, everything is copied. You know?
Yeah,
Because everything that people create is just like, it's something that they already experienced, passed through their own filters.
Yeah.
You know, and then they some
Your
people
own
that succeed
interpretation
just
and
create a different perspective on something
stylization.
that already exists that attract
Making up another word.
the attention of a lot of people.
At points like that, where using AI as a tool could be incredibly powerful to help just kind of keep everything organized as well,
Yeah, but at the same
and
time,
not spiraling into madness and just losing into this diluted chaos of, oh god, I can't keep up with my own thoughts.
yes, but when I'm confronted with that thought, I don't think of AI to help me. I always take inspiration. I never read anything from him, but I'll always take inspiration on Stephen King.
Oh,
Because Stephen King he used a very simplistic method to write books. He keeps everything small, contained, and accessible. Everything in his stories happen within this bubble.
neat little bubbles.
Yeah.
It's always a neighborhood
Yeah.
or
Yeah, and
an event in
because
a house.
he keeps it so short, so simple.
Or
So don't try to think too
driver
far.
being chased by a truck. It's not. It's
Yeah, it's just a moment,
I mean,
He
Duel,
focus on that moment.
for example,
and that's it.
that has to be one of the most encapsulated and small, like neatly bubbled little stories.
Yeah.
But look how powerful that was as a story, and like, wow, literally a guy being chased by a truck and he can't see the driver.
Yeah. So when I think of world creation, I imagine a white or blackboard next to me.
Yeah.
Only what fits in the board. If it doesn't fit in the board, discard it.
Really?
Yeah. So I have
hell
this
no.
virtual board in my mind where I create a map, not necessarily a map, but a map of the story, what happens, characters, situations, land. And imagine I'm making notes and I'm writing and drawing in this board. And eventually the board's going to end. So if it doesn't fit in the board, discard it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No, because otherwise you're going to have an infinite amount of ideas. And that's when you find yourself trapped and incapable of proceeding.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
You can't write the never-ending story. Well, it's a funny name for the book, but you cannot write the infinite story that never...
The end. Huh?
Yeah, even the never
Wait, it ended.
It doesn't have an end because it continues
I know.
beyond limit. But even the never-ending story world has an edge to it.
Yeah.
You know? But take that as a challenge. Write the story that has no limits. See where you go.
But it's like chaos fractals. Every thought has a spiraling branch that
And you're going to be chasing that rabbit hole forever and you're not going to go anywhere.
Go crazy.
Yep. Eventually you have to stop. So whatever doesn't fit in my metaphorical board is discarded.
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 Yeah,
discarded.
Discarded.
The T is from Brazil.
Yeah.
Discarded. So yep, I think that's it from me. Do you want to add anything else?
That's it from me.
Well, so if you're still here after all of this, thank you so much I forgot to plug the subscribe in the middle of the episode. Whoopsie. So please don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. It would be awesome to have you on the next episode. So see you then.
Bye.
Bye.